All right, what is going on, guys? Happy Saturday. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in. No video yesterday. We just had a really small slate. We had minimal college games, 3 NBA games. Did post some plays in the Discord as always. So if you have not joined the Discord, click the link down below. Absolutely free. I've got a lot of NBA plays that were already given out in the Discord. We got 13 college plays, so I'll give you a few of those today. But the rest are located in the Discord. So let's jump into this absolute massive slate of 14 NBA games. Huge game. So let's delve into it like we always do. So first game on the card, Pacers and the Spurs rematch in Paris. Big Wemby. Is he going to show up today? Probably does. But give me Indiana -2. This is just same thing we do in baseball, right? A team gets blown out, you go right back to the team that got blown out. I think Indy makes the adjustments today, and they are able to hold them off. Over under of 232.5, lean the under 232.5. Although the under was 229.5 and they blew over that. So keep that in mind. I like Indy -2 as my favorite in this one. Nuggets and the T-Wolves. Nuggets on the road -4.5 against the T-Wolves at home. What's the Joker going to do? He's had a triple-double in like 5 straight games. He's been absolutely tearing it up. I would lean towards the under 228.5. If I had to pick a team, give me Minnesota +4.5 at home. I like the spot for them. Celtics and the Mavs. We see the Celtics -8.5. Another low line. It makes me feel like we're going to have some injury issues or something. This feels just very light against a Dallas team without Blake Lively for the next couple of months, without Luka, right? So just don't love this spot. 8.5, it just feels weird. I would go Dallas +8.5. It just feels like a light line. Very odd. We saw Boston not look great against the Lakers, but I think that's just because of injuries and things like that. Next game, Heat and the Nets. We see the Heat -9. I don't trust the Heat -9 against anybody. I get the Heat are not in a good spot. They've got some injury issue, or the Nets are not in a good spot, and they've got some injury issues. If we look at who is out, they do have some potential guys being out. I mean, they got a lengthy list of injuries, so don't love this spot necessarily. Wouldn't take either. Lean towards Brooklyn +9 at home, under 209.5. If you get an over-under of 210 or below, statistically, you're better taking the under. So 209.5, I'll take the under. Don't trust the Heat to hit threes or whatever they do. They just drive me insane. That said, Kelly Ware has been an absolute demon. So if you want to look at his props, wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't blame me there. He's been really good. Pistons and the Magic. We see Detroit +2.5 going against the Magic at home. Magic at home are just a different team, man. They're so much better. That said, the Pistons have been playing really good, but we got Franz Wagner back. We got Paolo Banchero, whose minutes are starting to get back to normal. Give me Orlando. -2.5 in this one. Goga Batadze might be back as well, so that could help them there. Over-under of 209.5. Like I said, more statistically likely to hit the under, so lean towards that under at plus money. Pelicans and the Hornets. We see Pelicans -3.5 going against the Hornets. Ball and Bridges are game time decisions, so it really depends on what's going on there. Zion might play, may not. Who knows? Depends on how many Twinkies he eats that day. Give me Pelicans -3.5 in this spot. Really good value there. Next game, Raptors and the Hawks. We see the Raptors +4 going against the Hawks. Raptors been playing some good ball, man. No Quickly. I like that spot. I think they're just better without Quickly, to be honest. Kelly Olynyk is going to be out today, so might see more increased minutes from Jacob Poeltl. Wanted to fade him, but I'm just not sure with Kelly Olynyk being out. One play I do love in that game is going to be Bruce Brown over 3.5 rebounds. He has been torching that line. He's a point guard, going to play on this kind of second rotation group. Loving to get some boards today against this very vulnerable Atlanta team. Jalen Johnson will be out today, so I do love Okongwu to go over 9.5 rebounds in this game. In terms of the winner, Atlanta -4. I can get behind that. Over-under of 234.5. I would lean towards the over. Houston Rockets and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland. What a terrible finish, man. He had 3 free throws. He missed 2 of the 3. Cleveland loses by 1. I think they come back with a little piss and vinegar. That said, they haven't looked great lately, I'll be honest. Evan Mobley is a game-time decision. This really hinges on Evan Mobley, in my opinion. If he plays, I like Cleveland minus 3.5. If he doesn't, give me Houston plus 3.5. If Mobley doesn't play, I would bang Amen Thompson over 9.5 rebounds. He has a huge advantage. Dean Wade left the game last night for Cleveland. One of the plays I gave last night was his points. He didn't end up coming back in the game. So like I said, if Mobley's out, I think Houston is able to pull this one out. Kings and the Knicks should be a really good game. DeMontis going up against Mr. Karl Anthony Towns should be a pretty good one. Play I like in this one's going to be Josh Hart over 9.5 rebounds. Ultimately, you give me Sacramento plus 5.5 in the Garden. Don't love it. Give me the Knicks minus 5.5 in this contest. Utah Jazz and the Grizz. This is going to be a very high-scoring game. I would actually lean over 245.5. Memphis, will Ja play? I don't know. He didn't play last night. Desmond Bane just popped off, had 10 assists in the first half. Utah Jazz is a team that you can get a ton of assists on. John Morant's assist line's at 7.5. If he's playing, God, I would just hammer the over on that one. Didn't put him on the card because I'm not sure if he plays. Memphis minus 11.5 at home is not a bad spot against a Jazz team that's been pretty shitty on the road. No John Collins in this contest, so lean Memphis minus 11.5 over 245.5. 76ers and the Bulls. No Joel Embiid. I mean, we just call that another day, though. This guy doesn't want to play basketball. Going up against a Bulls team that's been erratic and spotty at best. I don't know if I trust them, but at home, I would take them -4, but man, this is not one I would play. Over 231.5 would be my lean in this game, just kind of low for a Bulls game that doesn't play very good D. I think the Sunmu is going to be playing today. Kobe White should be out. It's a good day for Josh Giddey. That said, his lines are insane. 6.5 assists, 8.5 rebounds, but he's been banging them, so didn't play it, but that could be an angle there. Lakers and the Warriors. We see the Lakers minus 1.5 against a Warriors team. My opinion just doesn't look great. I would take the Lakers minus 1.5 in this spot. I did see AD saying he wants another center. He wants to play the 4 spot. Feels like he plays his best in the 4. So that'll be interesting. We'll see what the Lakers go and do. I'm not sure what centers they would go grab. But who knows? That team might be changing soon. Over under of 218.5. I think that's a perfectly placed line. Slight lean towards the over in that one. Wizards and the Suns. We see the Suns minus 14.5. I mean, that's just pretty much par for the course for Washington. These two just played, so pretty recent games here. I'm not taking a 14.5, but if I had to lean, I would lean Washington plus 14.5 under 232. Bucks and the Clippers, last game on this massive slate for us today. We see the Clippers minus 2.5 going up against the Bucks. Bucks on the road. Kind of hard to fade Milwaukee. I think they've been playing really well lately. That said, Clippers are playing pretty good. Kawhi Leonard has kind of reinvigorated James Harden and his assist line. So I think his assist line's 8.5 today. I would say if you want to play that, you might as well just play the double-double with Harden, get better value. Over-under of 225.5. That's pretty high for a Clippers game, pretty low for a Bucks game. I would lean towards the over 225.5. Just correlates with my Milwaukee plus 2.5 play. So that is where we were at on those. Wow, this is a massive card. College is an absolutely massive card too. So it took a while to get through all this stuff today. All right, let's get into our best bets, get you guys on your way. Before you do that, just do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe. It takes a crap ton of time to do this. So all I ask in return, just throw a thumbs up in there. All right, Andrew Nembhard, over 4.5 assists. I think most people go to Halliburton when they think assist. He's just not really been hitting his line, but Nembhard has. He's over this in 7 of his last 10. He just had 8 against the Spurs a couple days ago. Spurs are 21st in assists allowed to the shooting guard position, so I like this spot for him. I did give out Wemby over 3.5 assists last night in the Discord. Paired that with Nembhard 4+ assists. Turner 12+ points. So that was a little parlay we gave out in the cord last night. I liked Turner over 14.5 last night. That line did move to 15.5 today. I don't love it as much at 15.5. LaMelo Ball over 5.5 rebounds. Hopefully he plays. Game time decision. It's over this in 5 of his last 6 games, and Pelicans do give up rebounds to the point guard position. I also don't mind his over 8.5 assists. You could take his RAs as well. I just think the rebound stood out to me a little bit more, especially if Bridges doesn't play. Next one, Paolo Banchero over 4.5 assists. He is over this in 4 of his last 10 games, so the hit rate's not fantastic. Why do I like it? Because Franz Wagner, he's back, and he's going to be a demon today. I actually like him to go over his points. I'm just not comfortable with how many minutes he's going to play. That said, the Detroit 17th in assists allowed to the small forward position, so it's like okay there. But I just think that Wagner and then whoever plays center, whether it is Wendell Carter Jr. or Goga Batadze, they should have really good matchups here. Jalen Duran is an absolutely idiotic foul machine, so I wanted to take his over 9.5 rebounds, but my God, I do not trust him whatsoever to stay in this game. But I do think there's a good spot there. You can get his double-double at plus 150, so great value there. Josh Hart, over 9.5 rebounds. He's over this in 8 of his last 10 games. Sacramento does allow the 5th fewest rebounds to the shooting guard position, so there's your negative side. That said, most shooting guards don't go aggressively for boards like Josh Hart does. So I do like him in this spot. Sabonis will go out on the perimeter. Cat should follow him out, should open up some rebounds for Mr. Hart in this contest. Next play is going to be Alperen Sengun, over 9.5 rebounds. He had 11 versus Cleveland in the last game on the 22nd. My only issue is if Mobley plays, that will help us, right? Because I think Sengun will get more rebounds. I'm just worried about Amen Thompson sucking up boards from him. That's my only concern in this one, but over 9.5, got to take it. All right, and then Okongwu, over 9.5 rebounds. He's over this in 5 of his last 6. Toronto 20th in rebounds allowed to the center position. Really good spot for him, especially with Jalen Johnson supposed to be out in this one. All right, Bruce Brown, over 3.5 rebounds. This is currently minus 160 on almost every book. So this is just a system play where we're getting great value. 23rd in most rebounds allowed to the point guard position. So we've just got a really good matchup here. He's over in 4 straight. Love the spot. Bruce Brown's kind of like a Swiss Army knife. He's a utility guy, can score points, get assists, get rebounds, kind of does it all. Don't mind his points line. Don't mind his assist line. I just like him today, but ended up going with his rebound line. Next play, Nick Richards, under 9.5 rebounds. Kind of a scary spot to fade this dude, especially against Washington, but he's only hit this in 2 of 10 games versus Washington. He had 5 the last time they played. For him, it would have been on December 26th, so with a different team, obviously. Now Washington is 28th in rebounds allowed to the center position. That's why it's scary to fade him. But there is blowout potential here. I just don't like his effort sometimes, and I feel like this is going to be a low-effort game from him. Now, on the other side, I like Tyus Jones, over 5.5 assists. You could ladder this, in my opinion. He's over in 4 of his last 5 games. He had 10 against them when they just played recently. So I do think there's ladder opportunity here for his assist. Last play on the NBA card is going to be Giannis, over 11.5 rebounds going up against the Clippers. He's over this in 7 of his last 10. This is not a great matchup on paper statistically, but if you give me Giannis 11.5, I'm going to hit it every time. That's just a system play that I have done all season, and it has worked out wonderfully. So I will continue that. Zubac's rebound line is 12.5. I don't necessarily love it. I would lean under on Zubac's rebounds in this contest. Like I said, another play I would lean towards Amen Thompson if Mobley is not playing, over 9.5 rebounds. I love that spot. Like I said, he had 16 last time without Mobley in the lineup. So we also have Okoro who could be out as well. So great spot there if Mobley doesn't play. Let's see. So college basketball, like I said, I've got 13 plays posted in the Discord. So these are 4 that I'll give you. There's 9 more in the Discord. Click the link down below, free to join. Campbell Hofstra, over 128.5. I've got this game going to like 137. So really good value there. Northern Iowa, minus 3.5. I have them winning by 5.5. Bucknell Boston, over 126.5. This is just absurdly low in my opinion. This should be like 132. Kentucky, minus 2. I know they're on the road playing Vandy, but minus 2 against this Kentucky team. Disrespectful. And then those are the plays I have for that. Almost went into all of them, but we'll save that. And then if you guys want to do our ladder challenge, so we didn't do the ladder day 2 yesterday because of the small slate. We'll pick that up today. So we will get into that. NFL plays, I will post those, but those were posted in the Discord last night. So I did post 6 NFL plays that I like. We'll put that in a separate video. But appreciate the heck out of you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.